Welcome to our Nourish Self-Care Circle yoga practice. This practice is all about letting go of outcome. We'll start seated, so make yourself comfortable on your mat. You're welcome to add some height under your seat to help relax your hips and your knees. Either sit with your legs crossed or one or both legs extended if that's better for your joints. Once you feel comfortable in your seat, start to lengthen your spine, stacking your head over your ribs over your pelvis. Soften your shoulders, soften your facial muscles. Close your eyes and begin to connect to your breath. Breathing into your abdomen, ribs, and chest. Exhaling to soften your chest, ribs, and abdomen. Keep taking these deep, expansive breaths, softening your body as you exhale. Use your awareness of your breath as your focal point to help draw your attention into the present moment. When you notice your thoughts drifting forward to the future or back into the past, notice your next breath in, your next breath out, and return to the present. With your next inhale, reach both arms up over your head. As you exhale, lower your right hand down to the ground beside you, coming into a gentle side bend. A few deep breaths, expanding the left side of the rib cage. And engage your core as you inhale, draw yourself through the center. Exhale, taking your left hand down to the ground. Right arm rises up, side bending to the left. Using your core to support you with your next inhale, reach both hands up overhead again, coming to center. As you exhale, twist to the right, taking your right hand to the ground behind you for support. Left palm can cross to the right knee or thigh. And if it feels okay for your neck, you can gaze over your right shoulder. A few deep breaths to expand the ribs. And take an inhale, reach both arms up, come back to the middle. As you exhale, twist to your left, taking your left hand to the ground behind you, right palm crosses to the opposite knee or thigh. Using your breath to make more space in your body. With your next inhale, sweep the arms back up, return to center. Connect your palms overhead, and as you exhale, slowly draw your hands down to your chest. Relax your palms down onto your knees or your thighs. As you inhale, reach your head and chest forward and up, gazing up, shoulders back and down. As you exhale, sink back and round your spine, chin to chest, navel in. Following your breath here a few more times, bringing more mobility into your spine. The next time you inhale, come back to a neutral spine, sitting tall, and make your way onto your hands and your knees. On all fours, align your palms under your shoulders. Bring your knees together underneath your pelvis, feet together. You may have the tops of your feet on the floor or your toes tucked. Starting with a nice long neutral spine, contract your abdominal muscles. As you inhale, slowly stretch your right leg back and up. Flex your foot, reach out through your heel. Only lift your leg as high as feels comfortable and safe for your hip and low back, and keep your hips squared towards the floor. You can stay here or use your next breath in to stretch your left arm out in front of you. Keep drawing strength from your core to help you balance, focusing your gaze on one point on the floor, slightly in front of you. Keep the back of your neck long. You may stay here or come down anytime you need. You could also flow with your breath with me, taking an inhale here. As you exhale, bend your right knee, windmill your left hand back to wave at or tap your foot. Remembering that we're letting go of outcomes. So if you don't get anywhere near your foot, or if it feels super wobbly today, it's just as good as if you're really steady and if your hand and your foot connect easily. Use your next inhale, extend your arm and your leg out. And as you exhale, slowly lower your palm and your knee back to the floor. Engage your core as you inhale, stretch your left leg back behind you, flex your foot, keep the hips squared. You may stay here, inhale and reach your right arm forward. Keep lots of length in your spine, reaching up through the crown of your head and your left heel. You may stay here or take a big breath in. Use your exhale to bend your left knee and reach your right hand back to wave at or tap your foot. As you breathe in, stretch your left leg out and right arm forward. As you breathe out, slowly lower back to the mat. Take a moment to round your spine here, letting your head be heavy, and roll your wrists if they have any tension. And come back to a neutral spine. Bring your knees and your feet together if they've come apart. Tuck your toes under. And if it's safe for your joints today, slowly walk yourself back into a squat so that you're balancing on the balls of your feet, heels are lifted, lengthening your spine. You may stay here, hands to the ground, or use your next inhale to take your hands up onto your thighs, drawing your ribs back over your pelvis, lifting the crown of the head up towards the sky. As long as it feels okay for your joints, why not be adventurous and try taking your hands away from the floor? If you tip over, you don't have far to go, and we're letting go of any outcome. Let this be an exploration. Be playful in your practice. If your hands are on your thighs, you could take your palms together and reach your hands up over your head. Just keep breathing. Whatever happens, just keep breathing. Palms can stay together overhead, or you could take your arms wide apart. And if you feel really adventurous, you could lift your gaze up towards the ceiling, lift your chest. If you fall over, just come back to it. Go slowly with your breath. The hands are overhead, slowly lower them down, touching fingertips to the floor. Then fold forward, taking your tailbone towards the sky as the head hangs down heavy. You can walk your feet out to hip width apart and parallel. Just take a few deep breaths here into the backs of the legs, holding either the elbows or the backs of the calves. Slowing the breath down. And draw your navel in towards your spine. Then inhale, let's sweep the arms wide, reach the chest forward and up, coming up with a flat back. Connect your hands over your head. And as you exhale, draw your palms down to heart center. Pause here for a moment. Notice what your breath is like. From here, as you inhale, lift your right knee up in front of you. And as you exhale, take a big step back with your right foot, coming into high lunge. The ball of the back foot touches down, heel is lifted. Try to spread your weight evenly across the ball of that foot from the pinky toe to the big toe. And keep your left knee directly over your ankle. You can always take your hands to your front thigh or to your hips if that feels more supportive. Or you could breathe in and reach your arms up over your head. And just notice what your experience is like of being here. You're always welcome to lower your back heel or your back knee if you need a little more stability. But if it's wobbly, see if you can just let things be wobbly today. Just keep breathing, whatever happens. Keep breathing. If you're feeling extra adventurous, you can take your gaze up towards the sky or try closing your eyes. And if your arms are up over your head, bring your palms to touch. And as you exhale, slowly draw your hands down. Take your right palm onto your hip. And then inhale, stretch your left arm back up overhead. Find one spot out in front of you to focus on as you exhale. Reach your left palm forward, chest forward, shifting your weight onto your left foot as the right toes take off. Okay. Let that left arm hang down in line with your shoulder. If you can reach the floor or reach a pillow, that's fine too. Flex your right foot and press out through that right heel, and then slowly start to stack your hips and your shoulders, coming into half moon pose. Reach the crown of your head away from your heel. You're welcome to extend your right hand up towards the sky. Without any idea of the perfect shape of this posture, there is no perfect shape of this posture, so just feel it out. What little micro adjustments can you make here to feel more at ease? Where can you find more freedom, more space? And slowly and carefully, like a little shooting star, as you inhale, see if you can draw yourself up and just plant your right foot back down to the earth, coming back to mountain pose. And take a few deep breaths here, each inhale, traveling out to the edges of the body. Each time you exhale, just let go. Their next inhale, lift your left knee up in front of you. See how slowly you can do this as you exhale. Big step back with your left foot. Coming into high lunge, so we're on the ball of that left foot, right knee is over the ankle. Energize that back leg, pressing the back of the left knee towards the ceiling. Your hands can be on your front thigh, on your hips, or you could breathe in and sweep your arms up over your head. Checking in with your breath. Perhaps taking your gaze up or closing your eyes. Just feeling out what it's like to be here. Noticing if you feel steady or if you feel wobbly. And seeing if you can respond to each outcome in the same way. It's all good. No expectations. Just present in your experience. If your arms are overhead, as you exhale, slowly lower them down. Let's plant the left palm onto the hip. Find one spot to focus your gaze on as you inhale. Take that right arm back up. With your core engaged as you exhale, reach your chest and your right hand forward. Shifting your weight onto your right foot, left toes take off. Your right arm can just dangle in space, but you could also reach your right hand to a cushion or a blanket or the earth. Flex your left foot, reach your heel away from you so that leg is strong, and then begin to stack your hips and your shoulders. Perhaps the left arm reaches up towards the sky. Could stretch down the left side of the body too. Whatever happens, just keep your breath flowing evenly. And with your next inhale, like a little shooting star, drawing up through those left fingertips, bring your torso back upright, plant your left foot down beside your right foot, and return to mountain pose. And take a few deep breaths here. We're going to practice one more balancing posture, just because balancing is such a great opportunity to let go of outcome. Just the word balancing makes us think, oh no, I have to be still. But you don't. It's all relative. Balancing is more just about the journey and what we learn there. We learn to be patient and kind, to let go. So focusing your gaze on one point to support you. As you breathe in, shift your weight onto your right foot and bend your left knee. If it feels okay for your knee today, you could stay here, but if it feels okay for your knee joint, reach your left hand for the inside of your left foot. Press your thumb and your big toe together. Make sure when you take your left hand behind you, you keep your palm turned out and your thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Otherwise, you're going to twist your arm all up and you won't have as big of a range of motion in that left shoulder. Squeeze the inner thighs together and stretch your right hand up towards the sky. You can hang out here or press your left foot into your left palm. As you exhale, reach your heart forward as your left leg reaches back and up behind you. Whatever happens, just keep taking deep breaths. This is called dancer pose. So try not to attach any sort of image of what that should look like, but embody what it looks like for you. Feel it out. Where can you create more freedom and ease? As you inhale, draw yourself upright. As you exhale, release your left foot back down to the mat. Give your body a little shake. And fixing your gaze on one point as you inhale, shift your weight onto your left foot, bend your right knee. And if it's okay for your knee joint, reach your right hand for the inside arch of your right foot. Press your thumb and your big toe together. Squeeze the inner thighs together and stretch your left hand up towards the sky. You can hang out here or press your right foot into your palm. As you exhale, reach your heart forward as your leg lifts back and up behind you. And again, just stay with your breath. There is no right or wrong shape to make. There's the guidance that I'm offering, but ultimately it's up to you to embody this. What is it like for your body today? Let go of any image, let go of any expectation or outcome, and just feel it out. What feels good for me today? As you inhale, draw yourself back up tall. Exhale, plant your right foot back down to the earth. Give your body a little wiggle if you need it. And then come to Tadasana, mountain pose. Let your arms relax down alongside your body, palms turned forward, open to receive whatever comes up in the rest of your day. Letting go of expectation, letting go of outcome. Present in your experience. And take one more deep breath in. One more breath out. Namaste.